Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us today for North Dakota Today. I'm Lisa Beddoe here with Chris Berg. How you doing this morning?
Probably a little bit better than you, I would guess.
I know we've been talking all week about this
that.
robbery at Jimmy John's. I know you left yesterday saying get an update. Well, West Fargo Police, you did probably see it on Valley News Live yesterday, came through with, yes, it was an armed robbery. There was a man with a gun. They gave a description. If you want more information on the story, you can go to our VNL News app or valleynewslive.com. But you're right. You know, we kind of played it out. The first night seemed scary, just the more details that came out. And talking to my daughter, I'm pretty sure my 8-year-old was like pretty much in the middle of this mix, just being a carefree child riding her bike. And someone else was jogging by, you know, with a gun, apparently. So luckily no one was hurt, but...
Did she maybe see him or something?
Possibly. I mean, they were out, yes. They did see that the police respond and everything, so...
Wow.
Scary stuff. So yeah, and I know they're still asking for neighbors in this area. So it happened at the Jimmy John's, which is just across from Costco. We showed these pictures yesterday from my neighbors. So one of my good friends took this picture, and you know, Rivers Bend into another neighborhood as well. And the K9 was out, and you know, there are reports that from neighbors they did see the suspect running down the street as well. And yeah, my daughter and her best friend were just out riding bike when this all happened. So, you know, it's just kind of the crazy world that we live in. As of right now, no arrests have been made. So if you have any information, or you're living in that area and you have, you know, that great Ring footage from your Ring doorbell, please give it to police, because you hear this and, you know, I know we're feeling safe and hoping that, I'm not saying like everyone should be on edge, you know, but, you know, it hasn't been solved. No arrest has been made, and you hope that, you know, this person doesn't go to another, you know, restaurant, fast food joint, convenience store, anywhere in the metro.
I gotta imagine Jimmy John's has got some footage, don't they, you would think?
I would think so, and in that whole area, you know, like being right across from Costco, I would think they would have surveillance cameras, and Jimmy John's, and, you know, and there's talk, there was he got into a vehicle but then ditched a vehicle, you know, so I think they probably have a lot of information and they're working on, you know, their investigation, but, you know, I think they always welcome any more information. Sometimes it's that, you know, tip that you think isn't really anything that can sometimes break the case. So yeah, that was my update. Scary stuff, Chris.
But you bring up a great point. So for anybody that's got, even like Lisa said, just kind of the weirdest inkling, like, hey, I saw this, and you may think it's nothing, but I'll never forget talking to Chief Todd one time, and he's like, Berg, we get so many phone calls, and people are like, hey, this is probably nothing, but I'm just calling. And then sure enough, that starts to sort of put the puzzle together, and boom, they end up solving the case. So whatever you have, just call, let people know, and they'll, you know, do what they do with it to help solve the situation.
Yeah, luckily no one was hurt. It happened Tuesday night, but when a gun is used, it just definitely takes it to a whole new level.
Yeah.
On a much lighter note today, I'm excited about this. We had Essential Health on Monday, and I've done this event. This is the 4th year for the Essentially Yours event. Typically, it's a mix and mingle social, and they raise money for their foundation. It's kind of cool. It's different because, you know, typically you get to hang out with the doctors and visit. In the first 3 years, they're working on this massive NICU expansion, and they actually had it set out so you could, you know, see what the NICU rooms look like, and you talk to these incredible, you know, OB doctors from Essential Health. Well, now, you know, that can't happen because of COVID. They're not having us mix and mingle. So instead, and I'm still going to MC the event, but I'm going to do it on Zoom. So it's the most unique event I've ever been asked to do. So, you know, part of it is it's probably only going to be a half hour, 45 minutes that I'll be on Zoom, but you can join it if you would like. It's short, so you don't have to pay. If you just have to, we have all the information on the Zoom link on our website, valleynewslive.com. But it starts at 4:30. I'll be visiting with several doctors, talking about this year. They were going to do some major, you know, fundraising for the pediatrics floor. But now as well, you know, our frontline workers too. The Essential Health Foundation helps, you know, with helping our frontline workers who are in need, and that continues really. We talked a lot about them right away.
So are you working on your auction voice right now?
Yeah, you know, and the silent auction's already up and running. So I noticed that last night. So that was up on that graphic too. All you have to do is the number is up there, but text Essentia to that 71760, and then all of a sudden you get to see. This is the cool thing about, have you gone to some of the new, you know, events now? You can just text, or you can make bids. That's what I was going to say. You can bid through your phone. So, and if somebody outbids you, your phone alerts you, and then you can bid again. So we were looking. I know I mentioned last year we did bid and won the trap shooting Another cool thing about this event is the doctors often put experiences. So it's one of the doctors who is like, he provides the trap shooting equipment and the clay pigeons, but there's a ton of other great things on there as well. So check that out. It's always fun to kind of go through and see what you can win, bid on, and it helps out a great cause as well. So that's happening right now, and of course throughout the night. The auction doesn't close until I think 9 o'clock tonight.
Sweet.
So Chris, you can still do some bidding.
What do they have? Do you know?
Well, there's hockey tickets to UND. There is some plants and flowers, hotel stays,
nice.
the trap shooting. There's a long list of things.
Thank
you.
you.
What are some of the top things? I don't know. You have to check it out. We have some links online. Another event that's going on tonight, we like to put out the call for prayer warriors, and that is especially needed tonight. You may have noticed this on social media. There is an event put on tonight. It's called Prayer and Praise for Andy Olsonowski, and we have done stories with her in the past. Like number one, I just want to say, she's a local mom. You can see her there with her kids, wife. The Bison community has really, rallied around her as well, because she was a former Bison athlete as well. Anyway, she was diagnosed with with brain cancer, I believe, a couple of years back. It's been now 5 years, September of 2015, and has just really been fighting the good fight, doing what she could.
Yeah.
A woman of great faith. Actually was invited to a private prayer circle when she was there one night with some friends, and that was several years ago. But
Wow.
According to her Caring Bridge site, she has taken a turn for the worse. So they are, just kind of doing what they can, celebrating her life, telling her and showing her that they're there for her. And so the address is there at the bottom of your screen, 3624 16th Street. They're asking people, it's a bit of a walk-in because there's going to be some parking issues. They want you to bring flashlights. There's going to be prayer. We have this posted on our North Dakota Today Facebook page, but it would really be great to see, as many people as possible go out, social distance, but show your love and pray together. And I think it's really going to be a really moving night for a lot of people. So our thoughts and prayers are with Andy and her family, her husband, her kids, all of her friends and family too. So another thing that's going on, that's because the world we live in these days, this is a little bit lighter note. If you wanted to go to a concert, Chris, post-traumatic funk syndrome, have you gone to them before?
I haven't, no.
They are awesome. Local band, super, super awesome. I know the guy who plays bass, and he is incredible. Well, you can still enjoy a little funk music if you would like, and in a safe way. They're going to be doing a drive-up concert at the TAC Music Venue. I haven't been there yet, in Dilworth. And this is coming up June 25th, a socially distanced concert. So it starts at 8, will end at 11. But the thing is, I think you just tune in the music
On
your radio.
Yeah.
And they are telling people, you can dance in your car, but you should not go dance with people from other cars or anything like that.
Classic.
But I would
and
definitely.
Food and beverages and stuff
It
too?
sounds like it. So how fun is that?
Yeah.
I don't have all the details on what everybody's going to be providing, but I think
That
it's going to be
is
fun.
fascinating.
So mark that on your calendar, June 25th. I just want to try it anyway, right?
Yeah. You know what we
Drive
should
up.
do? Remember when Coachella had the 3D hologram of Tupac?
I do.
They should do a global hologram concert where everyone goes to these different parking lots. We go to the Fargo Dome, whatever. Just do this big, giant, worldwide event. We've got these holograms all over the world. That would be incredible.
I love it. I like that
Fantastic
idea.
light shows. Let's make that. But we'll do that on the side, Kabuto, you and I.
Okay. All right. That's our side gig. We're getting into this. We're looking for our side gigs here to make some
Our
money
side hustles.
in the marketing world. Okay, well, I don't think we have time for this, but stay with us because our producer did some deep research today, talking about today in history. Apparently, there's been a lot of really culturally significant moments that have happened on June 11th. I'll say just the first thing he said, passing by Alexander the Great dying and Henry VIII marrying his first of 6 wives, all happened on June 11th, to
What?
American Idol premiering in 2002. All of that on June 11th. So we'll get to that a little bit later in the show.
Wait, so we're putting in Alexander the Great with American Idol.
American Idol.
Okay.
He said he did a deep dive. So he covered many, many centuries So that'll be a little later, but you know what? We want to get to this. We're going to be going out to a food truck next, which is what everybody's excited about. We're going to do that next here on North Dakota Today.